morning, everyone, and welcome to Children's Chapel. I'm Miss Brooke, and I'm so excited to be here with you as we continue in our Lenten journey. Can anyone remind me what the season of Lent is meant for? We can find it, too, on our big liturgical calendar. Let's see if we can find it there. All the way into approaching March 7th. So, any guesses as to what Lent is? Lent is a really special time when we expect and we anticipate and look forward to Easter. And as we do so, we follow Jesus' footsteps in his ministry. That's what Lent is. And now, I was thinking we could read a story about Jesus' ministry and his friendship with the disciples. This story has a boat in it and a sea, and I was thinking that maybe we could even act some of it out. Let's begin. Jesus calms the storm. God is in charge. Let's go to the other side of the lake, Jesus suggested one day, wanting to find a quiet place to rest. Have you ever wanted to rest? He and his disciples got into a boat and started sailing. Bright sunlight sparkled on the water, and gentle waves rocked Jesus to sleep. What do gentle waves look like? But while he napped, the wind began to blow. What does the wind blowing look like? And the waves crashed onto the deck. The boat was filling with water, and the disciples were terrified that it would sink. "Master, Master," they cried, "wake up! We are going to drown." Jesus stood and spoke quietly to the wind. "Calm, be gentle." Can you say, "Calm, be gentle"? And to the waves he said, "Peace, be still." Suddenly, the wind stopped blowing, the waves stopped crashing, and all was peaceful once again. Jesus turned to his friends. "Why were you so afraid? Don't you trust God to protect you?" The disciples stared at each other with their mouths hanging open in amazement. "You stare with your mouth hanging open? Who is this man?" they whispered. "Even the wind and the waves obey him." Now, let us say a quick prayer together. We do our praying hands? Very good. Dear God, help me to trust you when I am afraid. Amen. Now, I was hoping we could close Children's Chapel today with a new song that reminds us that God is in control. It's called "He Has the Whole World in His Hands." You ever heard this before? It goes, "He has the whole world in His hands. He has the whole world in His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands. He's got the little bitty baby in His hands. He's got the little bitty baby in His hands. He's got the little bitty baby in His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands." And for our story, He's got the wind and the rain in His hands. He's got the wind and the rain in His hands. He's got the wind and the rain in His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands. He's got you and me, brother, in His hands. He's got you and me, discussion of Children's Chapel in our Lenten year. Bye.